We discovered that in order to enjoy our food, we had to be hungry. We couldn't enjoy it when we were still stuffed from the last meal. This is a quote from Alice Burnett. She wrote a devotional, and she's the author of that quote. She was talking about how they went on a cruise and how exciting it was at mealtime to be able to go to the buffet. The cruise had multiple buffets in different locations of the ship, so their food choices were endless. And she said at first, she tried to have healthy foods that she normally wouldn't eat at home, like salmon, and she was happy to see a huge variety of salads and vegetables. However, the dessert buffet was the one that was hard to resist. So she said she would choose a couple of tiny cakes, saying they look pretty light. And she said the breakfast buffet was even more tempting, and it was way more food than what she was normally used to eating in the morning. But she convinced herself that using the stairs between the decks instead of using the elevator would be a good idea and maybe burn off some of those extra calories. But we all know that those stairs probably didn't burn off the huge amounts of butter and sauce that the salmon was laced with, or even those light, tiny cakes. But what she said next is what really stood out to me. She said, soon we were feeling very stuffed, and the thought of another meal was not as exciting as it first was. We discovered that in order to enjoy our food, we had to be hungry. We couldn't enjoy it when we were still stuffed from the last meal. Boom, my mind was blown. Here's what I realized. When I plan my meals for the day and plan meals that I will anticipate eating, I don't feel the need to snack in between meals unless I'm hungry. I space my meals 3 to 5 hours apart, and that works for me. I get just hungry enough that I'm able to enjoy my meal, but not so hungry that I have to eat everything in sight in order to feel satisfied. And if I know what I'm going to eat at my next meal and what time I'm going to eat it at, I'm okay with waiting to eat. But on the other side of the coin, if I have no idea what I'm going to have for my next meal, and I start feeling even the slightest bit that I want to eat, then I feel the urge to snack and snack and snack and snack until I'm feeling quite full. And then, because I've only had snacks, I still have to plan my meal, which probably, or have my meal, and that probably won't be the healthiest because, first off, I didn't plan ahead, so I likely will have something easy or I'll get takeout. And number two, my mindset is now in the junk food mode and it doesn't want to shut off. Next thing I know, I've made a lot of unintentional choices and I'm not feeling very good about them. Let me tell you, if you don't like kale, then don't eat it. You don't have to eat foods that make you want to go through the drive-thru instead. It's okay to enjoy your food. With all the healthy choices we have in this world, why suffer through a meal that doesn't make you smile? Start looking at your plate as a rainbow and try and put as much color in it as possible so that it's satisfying to the eye. Think of healthy meals that you can prepare that you will actually enjoy eating. And start allowing your body to be hungry enough to enjoy your food instead of just mindlessly eating for the sake of eating. Matthew 5 verse 6 says, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled." Now I know this verse is talking about righteousness, but what if it also meant hungering and thirsting for healthiness, for the right food? Eating healthy choices in moderate amounts and spaced far enough apart will leave you feeling satisfied. And the bonus is you'll feel lighter, you'll have less pain, less brain fog. You're going to be energetic and happier. So think about heavy food equals a heavy heart, guilt, disgust, frustration, etc. Healthy food equals fast, fit, and free. Which would you prefer?